University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We have a game which will carry huge weight in this conference race. It's the UNLV Rebels and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, catching up with Coach Mullen before the game. One of the points Coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line. Establish the tone with physicality and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rebels offense has the ball first today. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. This guy's one of the best running backs in all of college football, and he'll get the rock in this one.
Man, this is going to be so much fun. The irresistible force versus the immovable object, right? Like this running game, this is what they do. They pride themselves one of the absolute best running backs in the country, Palmer. But this defense, they don't take a back seat to many. They stop the run. They're physical. This will be awesome.
And they play like a unit, too, on defense. All 11 guys playing as one, and they pride themselves on stopping the run and being the more physical side and owning the line of scrimmage. And they've talked about this all week. We've got to get multiple players to the ball, gang tackle this guy. What a challenge for this defense going up against simply one of the best in college football. Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quickly to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
So New Mexico's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory.
Steady. I think that's the one thing the coach has been talking about with this running back all year long. Each and every week, this guy has been stepping up, and he's being a leader by the way he is in the locker room, on the practice field, and on game day. And I think you saw a fantastic performance the last time out. This team is winning games. They're in a good rhythm right now, in large part because of how well this guy's toting the rock.
And I think it's the identity of this team, right? Like you can feel it. It's him. He is the identity. He's the heartbeat. He's the pulse. He's the consistent part that they really depend on. Like no matter what the environment is throughout the season, they know they can lean on him.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Rebels. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Humphrey. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to Williams over the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
After run, now throw. Smith's got it. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Here's the pressure. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Over the middle, it's Williams.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack. Might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it on the option. Now the pitch. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll go to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Ready? Ready, go!
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second.
Number 35, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Third and short now from their own 48. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The snap sets up to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And the Lobos will come to the line to convert on 4th down.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Go, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Wide open downfield. Into the secondary on the right. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the option. Now the pitch. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. All by himself down the middle. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. And the clock stops for an injured player on the field. On on the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Using his legs, it's Humphrey. Picks up the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Handoff from the gun.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback keeps it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He's got it down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
The Lobos want to crank the tempo.
Go, go!
To the air on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Ready, 5. 180, go!
Looking downfield on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was...
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Thomas. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wildcats, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside University Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense.
Let it go!
They keep it on the ground to open the third. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. Red, check. 22-90 mountain.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Go!
Wants to throw on first down. On target. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The run inside. It's Humphrey. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here.
Red 18. Check. 28-29 pounds. 28-29 pounds. Go!
This is a designed run. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
The inside handoff. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos! Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Snap. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Now this offense is back on the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Break. Do it.
The offense changing the play.
Down. Ready. 180, go!
Looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Ready, go!
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught by Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Red pass, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going with the counter play here. Nice move to keep running. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Turning it on! A They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Check, check.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
14, 24 plus. Go, go.
A designed run for the quarterback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. It's 3rd and 5.
Ready. 22. Hey, check it. Check it. 18, 22. Soldier. 18, 22. Soldier. Ready, go.
On the move. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Ready, ready. Go, go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down.
Over. Where did he go?
On the move, it's Humphrey. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 3rd and 6 yards to go. This quarterback part of their running game. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way.
Go, go.
The lone back's got it, and the defense wrestles him to the ground. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive.
129, go!
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they have increased the degree of difficulty with the false start. It is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Quick strike through the air for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Rebels offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Looking to fire. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this defense, they got their ears.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense defense rises to the occasion. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here from the New Mexico sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are, a big blowout.
Finding some room. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
22.
To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here from the New Mexico sideline, I can tell you this has been a very positive start for this transfer wide receiver. It's always going to be strange when you play against your former team, but he has not let that faze him at all. His routes have been crisp, and his performance has been elite. He seems like he is fitting right in for his new team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.